Hello, coaches. Welcome to the power of journaling. I'm Gurbinder Punn, your coach for this session, and you can also call me Coach GP. The power of journaling is an essential module in your journey towards becoming a master certified coach. I'm thrilled to be guiding you through this invaluable tool that will not only enhance your self reflection but also deepen the impact you have on your clients. Journaling is a powerful practice that allows us as coaches to sharpen our awareness, process emotions, and create space for insights to emerge. In this module, we'll explore how journaling can support you in your personal growth as a coach and provide you with techniques that you can share with your clients to foster their transformation. Get ready to dive into the practical strategies, reflective prompts, and exercises that will elevate both your coaching practice and your client's journey. In this short video, we will see a few interviews, a little bit of an online video on journaling, and a discussion between me and the co-facilitator, Coach Fatima Al Mohannadi. Thank you very much, and let's get started on this incredible power of journaling together.
With the click of a button, I can send my work to the entire world. It can feel empowering. I tap a screen and suddenly my ideas are reaching a larger audience. But what if that's not always ideal? True, audience matters, but so does solitude. There's power in disconnecting from the world and creating art for an audience of one. See, when I'm publishing to an audience, I'm thinking about how my work will be perceived. I want people to love what I made. So I'm sharpening my ideas, I'm reshaping my words, and at times I grow kind of risk averse. I start caring too much about what other people think, and it makes me less creative. But when I'm alone, I can make mistakes, big mistakes. Nobody knows, nobody cares. And this is why I journal. My journal is a forest filled with scribbles and sketches and wild ideas sprouting everywhere. I can go anywhere. I can dance and sing and yell. I can wander and wonder. I can take a creative plunge into the unknown. Because everything is an experiment. And that's the power of journaling. It's a secluded space of creativity.
Hi, hello everyone. How are you? So this is Mohit. I just want to give you a few tips on journaling. So I have been doing journaling since for the first 5-6 years, but now I am doing journaling just to capture my thoughts whenever I am a little confused or I want to seek ideas. So why I do that is journaling gives me a clarity of thought. So whenever I am in dilemma or I have a confusion in my mind, I write, and then the correct thing comes to my mind automatically. And one tip what I want to give you all is you should start small. It should not be that you wait for the right time, right moment, or whenever you're in trouble. The art is to start ASAP. It could be a small one paragraph, couple of lines, one page, whatever you can do, but start doing it immediately. So once you are in the practice, then only the magical things will come out. It is a wisdom wand, I would say. So if someone has to become wise, he should start writing. That is what I want to say. Thank you, guys.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this session, The Power of Journaling. This is part of our coach training program. I'm Gurbinder Punn, leadership and executive coach from India, and I'm excited to have Coach Fatima, who's the executive and women empowerment coach from Qatar. Hello, Fatima.
Hello, JP. Thank you. It's a pleasure being here with you today talking about journaling.
Likewise. So today we are going to explore the uses and benefits of including journaling in coaching. It's a very interesting thing when engaging with clients because journaling is such a simple and yet a very powerful tool for diving deep insights into personal growth. And Fatima, I know you frequently incorporate journaling with your clients in your coaching with them. So, could you share how it enhances the coaching process?
Sure, JB. I find journaling a fantastic way for clients to process their thought between coaching session. It's really offer them like a structured approach to reflect on their emotions, on their ideas, as also on their insights. I find it really like especially helpful for clients to navigate through complex emotion toward their long-term goals.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like an ongoing dialogue between the clients are having with themselves. And
Exactly.
and even when we are not there as coaches, it helps them to connect their thoughts and emotions over time. So, another thing, Fatima, is that let's go a little bit deeper into the practical ways to use journaling. So, how do you introduce journaling in your sessions? Can you give some examples, please?
Sure, JP. One way is to ask clients to write their reactions, reflections after a session while the insights are really fresh. Another approach is to have them keep a daily log. This can be like really incredibly useful when they're trying to build a new habits or changing an existing one. I can put it in this way, like the daily act of writing helps them notice the pattern and tracking their progress toward their goals.
Mm, Yeah, that's a very interesting thing, a daily pattern. So it not only captures the insights, but also promotes self-awareness and consistency, right? It,
Exactly.
yeah, wow. And it helps the client visualize their journey, which can be so motivating.
Absolutely. This is really like keeping tracking this progress is giving a motivation for clients to keep going on.
So now let's talk about the benefits. Many coaches hesitate to suggest coaching because they're not sure how the client will respond. But in my experience, once the client tries it, they quickly recognize its value. So, what have you observed, Fatima, in your coaching? What are the benefits of journaling that you have seen?
See, sometimes a client find it unfamiliar in the beginning, but as you mentioned, as soon as they start think, they feel and can see it how powerful it is. Like one major thing as a benefit is the clarity. When they write down their thoughts, their ideas, basically even their emotion, because it's a create a distance between thoughts and emotion,
Mm,
which make it much easier for clients to reflect on what's really going on within themselves. Another benefits actually I can think of, JP, is the accountability. When a clients really write their goals down, it gives them more motivation to do the to start working on their goals, and actually, it's more likely that they're gonna take action toward it.
yeah, so interesting. Another important aspect coming up is emotional processing.
Mhm.
And I've had some clients sometimes who struggle to express their feelings. I'm from India, and we are very um, hard people. We don't like to express our empathy or feelings sometimes. And even in our coaching sessions, I find that they're not willing to come up. But using journaling, they're able to release their emotions more freely. And you also said that, and you had some similar experiences, right?
Mhm. And we share like similar cultures too. So journaling provides really safe, a private space for emotional release for our clients. So I always encourage a client to write without editing themselves, uh, like just to let the words flow. Because this raw, unfiltered writing is where they can often uncover the emotions that driving their behavior. And I can relate in this with a like personal experience. In the beginning, I wasn't really. I want to have this perfect writing. So it's not as keeping the flow going.
Yeah, that's interesting one. Writing non-edited versions, just keep the flow going. Now, that's a fantastic point because the act of writing itself can be therapeutic, and it allows the clients to really go deeper into their own world, and they are feeling safe and they're feeling comfortable, which sometimes they may not feel doing it verbally. And Fatima, what about the clients who resist journaling? How do you help them to get ease into it?
Well, yeah, that's happened a lot actually when like some clients feel like they are no writers. And I used to be one of them, JP. Or sometimes they say it feels like a homework. So I usually recommend what actually worked also for me, and that was a teaching from one of the people I learned from, is to really start small and short, keep it simple. As I was mentioning, keep the flows going, maybe just a sentence or two each day. I also remind them that it is not about the grammar or perfectionism, which used to struggle me and to stop me from journaling before, and more it's for them. It's really no one else is going to read it anyway, right?
It's an interesting one because I also do something similar. I like to offer prompts, especially to those hesitant clients, because simple questions like, what's one thing you're proud of today? Or what challenges you are facing right now? They can spark the reflection and they get them started. Uh, so, yeah, to wrap up, Fatima, I think we've covered in this very short time some key points on how journaling can be an incredibly powerful tool in coaching. It helps clients gain clarity, stay accountable, process the
Exactly.
emotions, and build self awareness.
I say it's really absolutely true. And it's also so adaptable, whether through daily reflections or more structured prompts, as you mentioned. Journaling can be really tailored to each client's need and goals.
Yeah. So we hope this conversation inspires our audience who are looking at it, our coaches who are getting trained to explore journaling with your clients and leverage the power to drive meaningful transformations. Thank you, Fatima, for sharing your insights, and we look forward to more sessions in future together.
Thank you, JP. It was a pleasure.
Hello, my name is Chandana Singh, and I have recently been exposed to the joys of journaling. As a person, I find it difficult to share my innermost thoughts with others. And in that way, journaling for me became an outlet. Initially, I found it was helping me organize my thoughts. But soon, I found that it was giving me a fresh perspective on my own situations. When I was writing them down, I was standing outside my thoughts and looking at them from a third person's point of view. It not only helped me become less critical of myself, but it also improved my mood in a way. And the best thing was that it made me focus on what actually is important. I would encourage all of you to experience journaling. It can be a really, really liberating experience.